What's up, fans, viewers, and haters? It is your boy, Who Does That, and today I'm going to be bringing you guys Story Saturdays. Yes, my weekly series where I tell a story about my life. And as you guys can see, it's the title, The First Time of Me Experimenting with Pot. These are going to be the first two times. It is two stories into one, so hopefully you guys do enjoy it. So, when I was about 11 years old, I know I seem really young at this specific point in time, my brother actually just moved out because we had some family issues and everything like that, and he didn't like my dad too much. My dad was really strict with him because he was a really, really bad kid back then, and yeah, so when he ended up moving out, I ended up, you know, he kept all his shit there, like his dressers and everything like that. He just took his clothes and he just left. So I was like, what the fuck, man? Like, what the hell? There's like all this shit in here, and I wanted to actually switch rooms, but I couldn't because I was so young and no one would help me move all of this shit out of the room. And as I was trying to move his dresser out of the room, I actually knocked it over, and one of the fucking drawers fell out of it, and there was a joint just sitting there, and I was like, what the fuck? A joint and two roaches. And it was really, 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 really dry. I knew what weed was back then. I wasn't some dumb little kid like, oh, what is this? Is this grass rolled up in paper? No, I knew what weed was, and I looked at it, and I'm like, oh, this is a joint. So I took it, and I put it in a bag. I put it with a whole bunch of, what is it? Bounce sheets that you put in the dryer to keep your clothes smelling fresh. I put some of those in the bag. Don't do that. It makes your weed taste funny. But I did that, and then I ended up actually calling my friend, what was his name? I'm not even going to use his name. I just ended up calling my buddy, and we ended up talking. I was like, yo, I got some pot and everything like that, and he was a bad kid too back then. So was I. I was a little bugger, but yeah, me and him, I'm like, I have this joint, and he's like, oh, we should get high. I've never done it before and everything like that. And I was 11 years old. I was like, okay. So he had actually a hockey game that day, so I'm like, okay, I'll come to your hockey game and I'll watch your hockey game, and then we'll go smoke this joint in the back field or something like that. So after his hockey game and everything like that, I felt really uncomfortable actually holding this weed on me. I was sketching out that someone would smell it because this weed really fucking reeked. I don't know why. This just one joint smelled like, it was so bad. So me and him, we go out after his hockey game. He puts all his hockey shit away. We go until the backfield, and I get him to spark up the joint. He starts smoking it, and like that. I really did not know. I smoked cigarettes when I was that young, too. I don't know why I did that, but I was addicted to cigarettes when I was like 11 years old, until I was probably like 13, then I quit. I smoke occasional cigarettes every now and then. Depends on the type of mood I'm in, but I'm not addicted to them or anything like that now. They're not good for you. Highly suggest don't smoking cigarettes. So he sparks up the joint. He takes like a puff or two off of it. He passes it to me. I didn't even think to inhale it. I thought, like, I don't know, I was so young back then, but I didn't even think to inhale the smoke at all. I just blew it in my mouth, hold it in there, and blew it out. My friend told me not to inhale it. You would get more high. I don't really know why. I listened to him, but we ended up just pretty much wasting a fucking joint. No one was high, and it was just a big, giant waste of time. That was the first time I actually experimented with pot, and it really did not go my way at all. I didn't even get a buzz, didn't even get high. And then we actually tried to re-roll with the roaches, and that didn't work out either. So we ended up actually wasting a weed. So that was a really, really dumb idea to do back then. But now we're going to move on to the second part of the story. So we're going to fast forward a year, probably a year and a half. So I'm 12 years old. My birthday is in about a week. So I'm almost 13. I'm almost a teeny little bopper. So, I was hanging out with some older people that were probably about like 16 or 17 years old at the time. Some of them I knew since I was like a little kid, so they know who I was. They don't mind chilling with me, even though that I'm a little bit younger, because I acted a little bit more mature back then around older people and everything like that. So they didn't really mind hanging out with me. I wasn't like one of those annoying little kids. I did do dumb shit sometimes, but you know, I wasn't like completely mature all the way. But you know what I mean. So I was just hanging out with a whole bunch of group of people, and we were all talking and like that, and my grandpa actually ended up giving me $5. I don't know what it was for. I think it was to go get pizza, and I was just chilling with all these older people and everything like that, and I was just like sitting there. I'm like, they're like talking to me, like, Jesse, do you want? I'm like, I got $5. They're like, you want to get pot or something like that? I'm like, really? He's like, yeah, you want to get pot? You want to get high or something? I'm like, sure, I don't mind. Let's go get high. So my friend, I give him the $5, and he asks a couple people and everything like that around. He ends up actually calling his buddy, and he actually ends up getting zombie hash. Oh my god. I have actually not smoked this shit since this day. I probably won't. I know hash is really, really good, but yeah, zombie hash, for you guys who do not know, it is made out of weed, like stems and stuff like that, and you mix it with, I think, a chemical, and you do all these crazy things to make it. I don't specifically know how to make it, but they're kind of the ideas of how it's made. And then I actually, he ended up actually getting it, this 5-piece fucking ball of hash. So we ended up actually going into this cornfield with my friend's pipe and like 2 or 3 other people. And if you guys do not know, hash burns for a very, very, very long time. It is, oh my god, smoking like a 5-piece of hash is like smoking like, I would say, like a gram of pot, maybe a little bit more. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's how I remember it. It went for a pretty long time. So we're sitting in this field, and it's fine. So they give me the freaking thing. They're like, we can put the whole ball in, or you can put half the ball. So we broke it in half. We put, I think I put half of it in there, in the pipe. So I hit it. I inhaled it. They taught me how to, pretty much how to smoke this group of people. I was really, really like, yeah, this is gonna be so awesome. I feel so cool because I'm smoking fucking zombie hash with a whole bunch of cool people. And I was sitting there smoking it, and I inhaled it, and I was like, okay, I don't really feel anything yet. Then it took about 2 or 3 more puffs, and I passed the pipe around, and all of a sudden, it fucking hit me that I was fucking, I didn't know if I was really high. Like, I didn't feel high, but everything was just really weird around me. It was a really awkward experience. This is kind of what zombie hash does to you, at least what it did to me. Maybe it was because my first time smoking any type of pot or hash. I wouldn't prefer your first time smoking, you know, something that's made out of weed. I would prefer you just smoking actually the pot other than just hash. So I took the hit, and then I just, after they passed it around again, I took a hit, and then all of a sudden it hit me. And I was like, whoa, what the fuck? I'm really high. And everything was like spinning around me. It was really fucking weird. I had to like, I sat down on the ground, and I honestly thought, I looked up into the sky, and the sky looked like it was like falling. I'm not even kidding. Like, it was just so close to my face. Like, it was so fucking close. And then I ended up turning and looking at my friend beside me, and he looked far away. It was the most trippiest experience I've ever had in my whole entire life. I've never tripped out so fucking hard in my entire life. The kid, he was right beside me, he said. He was right beside me. I asked him, like, after I sobered up, like, were you standing directly fucking beside me? And he was. And I thought he was, like, down the road. I don't know why. I was tripping out so hard, like, I tried to, like, touch him, and I couldn't touch him. It was a really fucked up feel, even though that he was right beside me. And then when I finally actually did touch him, he pushed me on the ground. He's like, don't fucking touch me, faggot. And then, yeah, it was pretty weird, because I, like, grabbed his, like, head or something. I did something really weird. I was tripping balls for approximately, like, 3 or 4 hours. I was sitting here tripping out really fucking high. I was talking, running around, riding my bike. I fell off my bike, I think, about 5 or 6 times. But honestly, I think that was probably one of the best experiences of my life. The first time you actually end up smoking pot, zombie hash, anything hash in general, anything to do with weed edibles, it is the most best feeling of your life. Like, best feeling ever. I don't care what anybody says. Other than masturbating or coming or fucking somebody, those are probably about the 2 best feelings ever. I've never felt so fucking good in my whole entire fucking life. You have no idea. I was so high. That feeling, I will never forget it from this day. It was fucking amazing. The first time you smoke weed is the best time you smoke weed. That's pretty much where I'm going to put it. So, yeah, hopefully you guys did enjoy this Story Saturdays. It was a pretty good story. Hopefully you guys do enjoy it. I have quite a few pot stories, so leave in the comment section down below if you guys would actually like to hear some more pot stories and some stupid shit that I've done, because they're in my mind too, and a lot of dumb shit that I've done and pretty interesting stories are when I was on pot or doing dumb things on pot. So, I thought I would make a video about it. So if you guys did enjoy it, please leave in the comment section down below if you guys want more. But as soon as that, I hope you guys did enjoy the video, and I will see you guys all later. And if you guys did like this video, please smash that like button. Let's try to get a fucking total of 10 likes on this video. Come on, guys. I know you guys can do this. You've done it before. We can hit 10 fucking likes on this video. And I will see you bitches fucking later. Peace.